Broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hello, everyone. Welcome. My name is Todd Walters, CEO of Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty Incorporated. And it's a pleasure to bring you this very special presentation today. So thanks for watching and listening and being a part of this historic real estate company and this great family that we're building here. So with that, let's get started. Okay, so first of all, why don't we identify some real problems that are going on out there in the real estate industry? From Zillow to offer companies to declining commissions to the shortage of inventories, like what is really going on here? Well, there has been a steady commoditization of real estate agents in the industry for a long period of time. No question about that. If you understand what commodity is, or commoditization, it's kind of the normalizing or the standardizing into something that really is not that significant or exclusive. Any old agent will do. They all do pretty much the same things. Like for example, when the MLS went public, then there was really no exceptional value the real estate agent, or no exclusive things that they had at that moment in time, if you remember that. So from the bullet points here, you can see just from January in 2017, from the Washington Post, I guess it was, posted this here, that agents' average commission for home sales heads down toward 5%. So it's been on a steady decline for some time. And then you've got the emerging of new, sectors in the marketplace, like millennials. Okay, and once they begin to question the value, like in this article here from a blog that was posted recently from the College Investor, what a real estate agents really do anymore. Like when you start seeing things that appear, got some real problems in the industry. There's disappearing basically of commissions. You've got the national average real estate commission I just mentioned in that Washington Post article in 2017, January 2017, some time ago, where they said commissions are going to be down close to 5%. You can see where they ended up for the year, 5.12%. 2018 projections to be well under 5%. These are average numbers according to Real Trends, who tracks these things. Okay, well, we all know there are more and more homes being sold outside of MLS. Research is showing that cooperating fees being offered up in the MLS are all over the place. Zero, seeing that quite substantially. No commissions offered up, which is the way it used to be, by the way. It's not anything new at all. And as high as 3%, but it's not the average. When the bank, the REOs, banks seem to kind of control the downward trend for the most part, since they have the highest demand properties that get offered up in MLS, and you're looking at that around 2%. Average cooperating fees here below 2.5. I think when our research here, when we're putting this presentation together for you, around 2.43% at this moment in time. And this video is being recorded upon the launch of Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty. Okay, that's the average. Okay, I know you might see 3, you might see 2, but the average 2.43%. That makes it very difficult if you're a real estate agent, you want to grow a real estate sales team, doesn't it? I mean, think that through for a minute. If you want to grow a real estate sales team, you're going to bring agents into your team because you have more business than you can personally get to, and you're going to delegate the overflow to the agents. Well, how are you going to run a business if you don't know how much money you're going to make? And you sure as heck don't want the people on your real estate sales team steering your buyer clients to homes that they only make a decent amount of money on, and ignore the ones that they don't. That's not the way to treat a client for your own self-interest. So there's a dilemma right there for sure. Like, what are you going to do? And with commission splits, say 50-50 with the agents on your team, if that's what they are, what makes it really tough now to be profitable, not just for your business, for you and your business, but for the agents to even make good money. So that compared to, like I said, more and more homes outside of MLS, these falling cooperating fees, then you look at other problems like the rising cost of leads in general. So like Zillow, Trulia, Realtor.com, and these other lead generation companies that charge for agents to buy leads, well, as of this day, today, it's average $100 cost per lead to buy a lead from these giants here. So then you've got more disruption going on in the marketplace. Offer for your home companies. So Zillow now decides they want to do this. Now, why would Zillow get into the business of buying houses, or at least making offers to buy houses? Well, it's quite simple. See, their model is to sell leads, correct? Right. There's been some discussion for some time that, hey, Zillow is going to be a real estate company. They already are a real estate company. I don't know, they don't need people's licenses to benefit from the purchase and sale of real estate at all. Just like I don't need to have a real estate license to benefit from that. Zillow doesn't need it. What Zillow's interest is what their model is. We're going to sell leads. So now they can, instead of selling a lead for $100, they can sell a lead for thousands of dollars because they're pretty much now selling a deal. Does that make sense? Then you've got OfferPad, Open Door, and of course these companies that have been around for quite some time, those We Buy Homes companies. That's not anything new. None of this is new. But it is part of the growing trends in the real estate industry. Okay, well, let's couple that with the shortage of inventory. So all of this increases the demand for real estate, these kinds of things, or they come about as a result of increasing demand. So once you get public perception or awareness, or how they feel about the market and the economy, if they feel good about it, they're going to run out and buy things, and that's going to lead to a drop in inventory, or i.e. more demand, less supply, which increases prices, and you have an inventory shortage. So these are a lot of issues, problems, I guess you might want to point out in the marketplace, but I will say it's not really anything new. These things have been around for a long time. They just may have looked differently. The technology might put a different looking face on it for some of you that are watching this video today. But when you look at all of these issues and problems, it does make you very aware that you better be well prepared and have a very good plan on how you're going to win in today's economy. And I get asked these questions like, how are we going to stay ahead of trends and maintain strategic advantages? Like, do we have the resolve to win in today's economy? It does take resolve to have a business like we have and want to go out there and kick butt and take names and do a great job for our buyers and sellers. So no question about it. It takes resolve to be able to get in there and not just compete, but win. And I get asked this question, like, what is our unique selling proposition? What's our battle plan here, Todd? Well, let's look at our last 5 years, the 5-year history of Optimus Real Estate Brokers when I launched that. It was the fastest growing real estate company in Georgia. Had the highest average per side commission. The agents here have the highest average per side. It's going up. It's trending upwards. It's up to 3.4% per side versus the average I just showed you of 2.4. That's amazing, isn't it? So if you're an agent out there, like, why wouldn't you want to look in our direction? You make more money per transaction. One of my favorite things I'm proud of is the average increase, over $100,000 in new income increase over the previous 12 months within the first year of joining our real estate company. 65% of all agents earn in excess of $250,000 a year within 24 months compared to the industry average of less than 2%. 98% of all agents fail to earn over a $250,000 in commissions when they join a real estate company 2 years later. We are 65% actually doing it. It's a tremendous difference. Very proud of that. So we went from 0 to 1,200 families served annually, from 0 to 55 sales teams, from 0 to 140 licensees, and we've given away over $100,000 to various charities and cause investments. It's a great first 5-year track record. Okay, but now what we've done is we transitioned to Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty. And the reason's simple. It's to do exactly what it is we believe is necessary to win in the marketplace. And I want to share much of that why on this video with you today. Okay, so our 10-year target. So from launch date, 10 years out, this is what we're looking to do. So everybody can take a note of what is it, where are they going with this? What am I a part of here? 750 team leaders across the United States of America. Okay, within this 10-year time frame. And every team obviously has multiples of agents. Could be a couple, could be 4, could be 10. So the number of licensees is pretty big. All right. But what drives it is the exclusivity. And I want to share more about that here in a moment. Our purpose, we exist to support, empower, equip, inspire, and serve agents in growing a business of influence, significance, and purpose. I like to call it go serve big. So if I sum that mission statement up into 3 words, it is go serve big. So let me repeat it while you're looking at it. We exist to support, empower, equip, inspire, and serve agents in growing a business of influence, significance, and purpose. Okay? So we have 5 core value commitments that we make to each other and our clients. Second mile service, empowering and inspiring others, being results driven, valuing relationships by expressing it via gratitude, and always expecting the best. Always expecting the best from each other and ourselves and of the system. And our vision is to be the best place to work, the best place to buy, and the best place to sell real estate in the greatest country that God ever allowed into existence on this planet. So let's look at the model. Here's a couple of things I copied and pasted into this PowerPoint I got from Twitter, right from Inman News. Okay, and you can see what Inman says. 2 different articles. They're quite clear. Real estate sales teams. Real estate sales teams. No doubt a dynamic force. No doubt, no doubt. Well, guess what? We wrote the book on super profitable sales teams. That's exactly right. We wrote the book on it. Okay? And when I say we wrote the book, myself, Mr. Craig Proctor, Death of the Traditional Real Estate Agent, Rise of the Super Profitable Sales Teams. Okay? So not only did we write the book on being a super profitable real estate sales team business, but I have a core confession to make as well, that we are pioneers in the real estate industry, effectively reinventing the job of real estate agent. By questioning industry norms and standards, like we've developed a complete business system for real estate agents. The system allows the agent to establish and grow a super profitable sales team. This is a real estate sales team business where you, the team leader, can earn a high 6, even 7-figure income, only doing the parts of the business that you like to do, that you choose to do, while you have a great team that orbits around you and handles everything else. And doing it this way elevates your life and the lifestyle of your team members. And of course, providing better service and results to your clients. And you're able to do this way better than any single agent or sole proprietor ever could, right? And of course, we have a pioneering history. Like we invented the guaranteed sell program, performance guarantees, statistical USPs, the entire team system. Again, we wrote the book on it. Inside sales agents, direct response marketing with less branded marketing, buyers in waiting database, RBID, House Talk, tracking, reporting, source coding, lead flow chart activity plans for real estate sales teams, calls marketing referral system, in-house real estate investment system, and a lot more. These are things that we pioneered, brought to the industry. Many of it, maybe you didn't know that. Maybe you didn't know that I was part of the invention and development of these things long time ago. Right. So That's why at Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty, we want to incorporate that not just into the very fabric of the business, but the model itself. So everything that we do is designed to move you into a group or a team so you can accomplish more. And again, maybe you can write that down if you're taking notes here. You will accomplish more by doing less. And you can only accomplish more by doing less via leverage. So think circles, not rows. Mastermind groups. There's 3 levels of teams. And of course, through association. But look, a team working together can accomplish a lot more than any single agent can. Okay, so you should be familiar with this diagram. Okay, this is how most agents operate over here, and over here on the right, this is how we operate. A team system. Okay, so your seller or your buyer client, when they hire you, they get a whole team of professionals working for them versus a single agent. So as a team, you are going to be able to provide your client with a lot better service and results, and you're going to be able to invest more of your time into helping them get their home sold, which is something no single agent could ever do. So there really are 3 levels of teams. You've got you're the rainmaker. You have your assistant. I don't believe you can really say you have a team in the team sense without having an administrative assistant. That's kind of the first milestone. And then you team up with your lender, your title rep, your inspector, your insurance rep, and of course you're going to have a mentor here. All of these will make up your circle, your tent, your team. Okay. Then you get busy because you got more leads than you can get to. Then you bring on a couple of other agents here, and that takes you to a different level. Totally different level. So you enter the team when you hire an assistant. You take yourself to a different level when you've got a couple of agents, outside sales agents, licensed agents on your team, and then you move on to an entirely different level when you begin to bring on an inside sales agent as well. So level 3, I would say the rainmaker, 2 or more admins, 4 or more outside sales agents. You got an inside sales agent. These are just you can see this is a team of specialists. And it'll look something like this, is what we call the millionaire agent organizational chart. You're the rainmaker, investing more of your time into the things that rainmakers should be doing, and most everything else is being delegated, not abdicated, but delegated out to others in your real estate sales team business. Okay? So, one of my favorite verses in Scripture is from Matthew, and it's about building your house on rock solid foundation. So, just like our lives and our personal coaching that we do in our company, a lot of it is founded from Scripture. It's the same thing with business, okay, professionally. It's the same principles. Imagine that. Imagine building a house in the figurative sense on sand. Well, imagine building your business on unfounded, unproven foundations. It's the same thing as building your business or building your house on sand. You got to build your business on rock solid foundation. And just like with any structure, it's going to have at least four pillars, right? 4 foundational cornerstones. Otherwise, it's just going to topple over, or you're going to have a hard time holding it up. For example, imagine the chair that you're sitting in right now. If you're watching this video from a chair, and your chair has one leg, you got your 2 legs doing most of the work. They'll balance it and hold it up. If you were to get up and walk away, the chair was going to immediately fall right over. That's your business if it's built on one foundation. Okay, well, have 2 legs on your chair. Well, you're still doing a lot of work to hold the thing up. If you were to get up, the business falls right over on itself. Even with 3 legs, you don't have to work as hard personally to hold your business up. But if you were to get up, it falls over. So it takes at least 4. So just like with any business, our business is built on 4 very exclusive and very unique benefits for you, the real estate agent. You can call in, and I'm saying And I am saying there are 10 times better, not a little bit better, but 10 times better any other real estate company that exists. Okay? And it starts with the brand. Your home sold guaranteed realty. Our name is our promise. Every structure, like I said, is supported by four corners. These aren't my words. These are the the creator of the universe's words. Okay? You're going to build your house on a rock, solid foundation. All right? So, like I said, your home sold guaranteed realty. The name is our promise. This is, we'll call it unique consumer benefit number one. Okay? Brand name. So it allows you to show up like no one else. And think about this. One of the biggest issues that you have in your business is getting organic listings, people calling you up and saying, hey, I want to talk to you about selling my house. Wouldn't you like that to happen more often? Well, look at the bullet point. Given the absence of personal experience, who would you call? Todd Walters, Optimus Real Estate Brokers, or Todd Walters, your home sold guaranteed realty? Who would you call? So having the brokerage actually named as the unique selling proposition, trust me, it's going to make your rest of your real estate career easier. And I know this from personal experience. Remember, we've taught real estate agents for years that your brand is your USP is your brand. So it only made sense as we moved into this marketplace at this moment in history that it was the perfect time to be able to make that shift from Optimus Real Estate Brokers to your home sold guaranteed realty as the name. Let's just move our USP to the actual brand name. So I want you to think through this. If someone finds real estate information online through a Google search, they're either going to be stepping over you or they're going to trip over you. Stepping over you will be very easy to do if you don't stand out in any way. Okay? But if you stand out a bit, they're going to trip over you, stumble over you, so to speak. So think that through for a minute. If they're stumbling over you, don't people usually look down, look back, see what they stumbled over? Of course. So I think that analogy, that picture in your mind right now plays really well. All right? So my idea here is to help you, the agents, get more business organically, just through the mere association. Your brand is your USP, your USP is your brand. And what is a listing worth? What if you didn't do anything and you just added, say, one additional listing a month just because of the name of your business? See, before this, people didn't see it that way. And I get it because they didn't invent it. See, we invented the guaranteed sale program. And I say we, I was a part of it early on by the people who did invent it. So I was there and they licensed me to use it and I go to work with it. And you guys know a good bit of my story. Okay. So the brand name is not the only unique benefit. There are three more. Let's take a look at them. All right. Number two, the big difference: plan, system, coaching, and culture. Plan, system, coaching, and culture. Plan, system, coaching, and culture. And I'm talking specifically about our association with the Craig Proctor Millionaire Agent System, and me working with Craig as the platinum coach, if you want to call it that. Okay, and most real estate companies, they offer some sort of training. There's no question there, but none of them have a system that they offer. None. Most real estate sales trainers, like Tom Ferry, who's never had a real estate license that I know of, let alone a team of agents, but he does teach real estate agents how to sell a house. Okay. We, however, teach real estate agents how to grow a business. And there's no other real estate company, coach, or trainer that has created more millionaire agents as Craig Proctor and myself with the Quantum Leap system. And of course, nicknamed the Millionaire Agent System. As a matter of fact, let's take a look at a few things on that. So I always start with your why. What is your vision for your life, your business? Like, why are you doing this? What do you want people to say about you and your business after you're gone here? What is your heart's desire? Okay, you, your family, your clients, and your God, they deserve the very best that you have to offer and give. I like to say good enough is never really good enough. Okay, so that moves us into the plan. What is your plan for growing your business? That's first 6 months. What's your 3-year picture? What's your 1-year plan through the calendar year? How about your 10-year target? So that's part of our coaching and training. So we have systems and coaching and training that are going to help you do this. You know, whether it's the vision organizer, traction organizer, or getting right into it in all of the boxes. Matter of fact, we could break our system down, as you've seen before, into 6 boxes. Okay, the first set of boxes are the automatic reverse prospecting system. The second set, the lead conversion system. And in the third set of boxes, the lifetime customer service system. 6 boxes broken down into that are broken down as a direct result from 3 identifiable, tangible methods for getting business, leveraging the business you get to get even more. Okay, and then that moves us into coaching. So you have the plan, you have the system, and you have the coaching. So we always recommend that you never tell anyone something that you can show them. So the best coaching is done by demonstration. And that's where the problem is for other real estate sales trainers and brokers out there. And they've never done this themselves. They've never had a millionaire agent sales team, a super profitable sales team. And they sure as heck haven't created other millionaire real estate agents. And been doing it for long periods of time. There's nothing here that is a theory or an idea. All of it is what works based on money-making principles of attracting and repelling. No shiny new objects. Just the words when I say message to market to media match is something that you've never heard from other brokerages that you've been or been a part of. That reveals alone that you would actually have a system here. So the way this will work is you will get a username and password if you haven't already gotten it, that you'll be able to log on to craigproctorcoaching.com. Let's take a look at that. Yeah, that'll look something like this, craigproctorcoaching.com. And you'll be able to log in, and let's go to the resources tab, click on session materials. There are 21 coaching sessions with materials. Like you can see, session number 1 says your primary and strategic aim. And when I go there to view the material, what is your primary? That's your why. We're going to start with your why. What is your heart's desire for your business? Okay. The various assignments in each one of these, you know, like we said, what's your 10-year plan? What's your life going to look like in 10 years? What's your business going to look like and do for you? All right. What's your 12-month plan? What you want your life to look like 12 months from now? So whether it's your primary aim or your strategic aim, and what are the next steps here in putting this all together? Okay, so that's 21 of these sessions. Okay, let's fast forward how to recruit, hire, and train your team. So when I look at this session, check it out. What is a Rainmaker? The 9-step strategic process. Okay, the recruiting system, the hiring system, the training system, the management system. What are the next steps? My assignments, my strengths and weaknesses, so I hire to compensate for where I may be weak at, and of course, hire to strengths. So we got the organizational charts, recruiting ads. Okay, we've got the recruiting scripts, you know, because we use our information lines. Our agent and employee contracts, like the outside sales agent contract. Position contracts, which spell out all the duties, whether it's an inside sales agent or a, the customer service manager or an outside sales agent. Let's see if I have that one here. Database manager. Okay, every position, okay, for your real estate sales team is right there, and it all boils down into this team system manual that we encourage. And again, that's just looking briefly at these 21 sessions. And then from there, we get into our file library. So I want you to imagine your this system that we have is a big giant library, like the Library of Congress, where they've categorized all these different things in various categories. Okay, well, it's the same thing here. Okay, over here on the right-hand side of your screen, you can see your business is broken down by library. We have one library we call the file library. When you go in there, every category of your business broken down right here in front of you. So from leadership to listings, sales systems library, you can scroll on down to recruiting, okay, and other marketing systems. One of my favorites is the VIP buyer systems. So you got appointment, you got prospect follow-up, sales process, and you can see your eyeballs can start to roll back in your head a little bit. All right. So there's a starting point for getting organized and oriented with all of these things. Okay. As a matter of fact, let's take a quick peek at that real fast. So if you're new here, then there's an onboarding process. Okay. We've given you access to be a platinum level member of the Millionaire Agent System. Gives you the plan, the systems, the coaching, the training, the materials, everything, equivalent to a $4 million gross commission income business if you were to implement everything. It's pretty good, eh? But let's suppose you're only 25% effective over the next 36 months. That's $1 million, 25% of $4 million. 25% effective, only 25% effective, okay, would get you $1 million in a sales team business. Okay, so you're going to walk through the onboarding process. Again, this is something you're going to learn about. My job today is to get you in the side behind the scenes to see everything you've got and why we're doing it this way. Okay, what you're watching right now is our vision, core values, and mission of the company session. That's what this video is that you're watching. Okay, this would obviously be good to watch the orientation webinars. There's 3 of them, and of course the Fast Start audio session. And then, of course, you're going to attend our fast implementation workshop. Okay, that's an all-day event, and you can see the agenda there. Okay, the online training courses, these are valuable. Not only will you take them, but every time you bring an agent on your team, they'll take them. Okay, and then, of course, consultations on getting your online marketing system up and running. Okay, and the CRM or contact management system working for you and your team. Rather than you working for your business, it begins to work for you. Wouldn't it be great? Wouldn't it be great, guys, to sit on the beach down in Destin, sip on a pina colada, knowing that when people walk into your office that work for you on your real estate sales team, that everything is happening just like you were there. It's all happening. They know what to do and when to do it. The computer tells them. Okay, and then that gets into your coaching consults, the business plans, and of course the follow-up on the consults and what does that do? What do they look like? All right, so that gives you a pretty good general idea of the onboarding process. If I go back to CraigProctorCoaching.com, okay, and the other thing I want to show you is the events. Okay, you should make sure that you understand that coming and associating, hanging out with, and networking with others using our system here is a benefit. Can you imagine owning a McDonald's franchise but never going to Hamburger University, not participating in the franchisee training? Like, how great is your franchise going to be? So look at this like it's a real estate business franchise, a super profitable sales team business franchise. And it requires your engagement and your association. And part of that is hanging out with and networking with others. Okay. One of the other great benefits in association is our closed group Facebook page. This is where you'll be able to associate with and talk to, even get free referrals. Like right here, does anyone serve the South Hill, Virginia area? As a matter of fact, if I was to scroll down through here, you'd be amazed. Need a buyer's agent in Atlanta. California buyer wants to buy. Okay, and you can see there's been some takers on that already. Okay, and love it. So there you go. People exchanging And then you'll get some comments, some things like people posting here's our seller appointment video, according to Mr. Bill Watson out there in California. So just as I scroll down through here and you guys can see some of this, here's some discussion going on about a competitor, Redfin, all right? And people start to weigh in. Here's another referral. So again, yeah, being a part of hundreds of other agents across this great continent, North America, exchanging ideas and networking referral, all using the same system. Oh my gosh, how valuable is that? So you can, you'll find out more about that as time unfolds. Remember, growing a business is a process. It's not an event. And it does require training, coaching, being educated. But our job is to help you bridge the gap between knowing and doing. Bridging the gap. And the faster you can bridge the gap between knowing something and doing something, that's where you run into what we call fast implementation, and it will launch your real estate business. So there's purposes that we engage in. I want to share with you for about 5 minutes on why we do it the way that we do it when it comes to coaching and training, and how it's different than anything else that you've experienced before if you've been involved in training and coaching at all. First of all, we identified that we primarily make a list of industry norms and standards and do the opposite. That's our claim to fame. Okay, we do what the minority does, not what the majority do. The minority being the most successful, they use our system and engage it and do really well with it. We could have created more millionaire agents. The majority do things all pretty much the same way. Okay, so we believe in change. Growth is inevitable, but I shouldn't say that. Change is inevitable. Excuse me. Change is inevitable, but growth is optional. You do not have to grow personally, and you do not have to grow professionally. You don't have to. There's nobody that says you have to. But things will change, as you've seen if you've been in this business for some period of time, correct? Things will change. Okay? So my recommendation is that you make growth not optional. You commit to growing personally and professionally, and you'll never look back. You'll never want for things in this life. So there are 5 ways that we go about coaching and training you. 5: practical teaching, private disciplines, personal sharing, prosperous relationships, and pivotal circumstances. Okay, 5 ways we do this. 5 ways we help you change, and I use that in a very positive way. Okay, practical teaching. Again, bridging the gap between knowing and doing. What do you want? Like, what do we want you to know? What do you want? What do we want you to do? What are the next steps to pulling it off? Okay, grow, grow, grow. Everything we do makes it attractive for you to get involved in bridging the gap between knowing and doing. And then we have private disciplines. This is a biggie. You must be disciplined. You have to have resolve, yes, but it does take discipline to put the resolve into motion. I like to call it daily rituals of working on your business versus in it all the time. And there are 3 P's here to do this, what we call priority, progressive, and percentage. The priority is what I'm doing right now, making me a quantum leap. Progressive, it's a concerted effort to give up more of the stuff that somebody else can do. Okay, and a percentage, what percent of time, what percent time of day is spent doing the things that get me the biggest results, i.e. just rainmaking activities. And I'm going to try to get you into a position where 20% of your time, 20% of your time each day is spent working on the business versus in it. That is a game changer in and of itself alone. Okay, personal sharing. We've got a core belief here that the size of the hole that you give through is directly proportionate to the size of the hole that you receive through. You can see it right down there at the bottom of this slide. Core belief. The size of the hole that you give through is directly proportionate to the size of the hole that you receive through. So many people think that sharing or giving would be like giving some of my money away to a charity. You want to give some of yourself away. You know, what is it that has benefited you positively or negatively? I get just as much people telling me, thank you, Todd, for sharing the things that didn't work for you. Thank you for sharing the mistakes that you've made so that I can avoid those as well. I don't know if there's enough teaching outside of what we do here on avoiding mistakes. Like I got a long list of them of what not to do, just like I have a long list of things to do, right? So personal sharing. Next would be prosperous relationships. I think it was Jim Rohn who said you're sort of the sum of the 5 people that you hang out with. Well, buddy, I'd be making sure that the 5 people I'm hanging out with pretty consistently, that they're a lot more successful than I am. They're wiser, they're smarter, and they are more successful. Got great marriages, they're great fathers, they're great brothers and sisters, they're great friends to other people. They're givers. That's who I'd make sure I had in my circle. So you need to open up your ability to be able to associate in relationship with others. That's why I encourage you. You've got to get to the conferences here. Open up your world. So think circles, not rows. Okay. Now, I can't make you go hang out with people that are better. And when I say better, their business is a bit better. Okay. Their wisdom, they're more experienced, would be the aspect of better. I can't make you go hang out with those people, but I can create an environment with our real estate company that you can do that, right? And the other one would be pivotal circumstances. These are epiphanies, okay? Epiphanies such as you go out on a listing appointment. It's your first time using our presentation, okay, that you've downloaded for your listing appointment, and you get 7% as a direct result of following the system, and you've never done that before in your life. You say, okay, and our fee 7% after you've given the presentation, and they're like, okay, where do I sign? And you're freaking out. I don't think you heard me. It's 7%. And you're like, yeah, I heard you. No, it's 7%. That's 7. And you're trying to figure this out, like how come they're not resisting? So once you do that, so you're never the same. You can't put your knowledge or experiences back in the bottle again. It's a pivotal circumstance. Okay, so you want to get put into an environment that allows for that. And then from there, we're able to measure growth or progression. And let's look at it this way. What if your real estate business, it could only be measured not by commission checks or gross commission income, but it was only measured by referrals, repeat business reviews. You could only pay your bills from referrals, repeat business, and 5-star reviews. If you didn't get those, you don't eat, you don't pay your mortgage. Would your business be and look differently? Would it be different if that was the true measure of your business? My guess is yes. All right, so how do we go about doing this? Well, then we scoreboard it. We scoreboard everything. You know how when you're a kid growing up, you played basketball in the backyard and your friends come over in the neighborhood and everybody's kind of shooting the ball around, and then all of a sudden somebody says, hey, let's play a game of horse. Okay, well, all of a sudden, boom, get serious. Much more serious that time. Everybody plays differently when you keep score. Okay, so the Craig Proctor Millionaire Agent System that I've got a big hand in, I run the platinum level side of that business, and all of you are plugged into platinum. You're a member, so you get anything and everything. My entire life's work, Craig Proctor's entire life's work, my involvement in the system, and my coaching and training of agents for a couple of decades, all of it right there for you to benefit from. Plan, system, coaching, and of course, the culture that brings it all together. All right, so let's run on to unique benefit number 3, and that's that you keep all the money. That's right. It's 100% commission. When I was a real estate agent and I had my sales team business, it was 100% commission. I was a RE/MAX agent. I didn't pay RE/MAX anything. Whatever I negotiated, I kept. RE/MAX got paid. They just didn't get any of the commissions. Okay, so same thing here. 100% of the commission goes to you. All right, whatever you negotiate, that's what you get. All right, now, next benefit is your financial freedom. We are committed to your financial freedom. So a common problem among real estate agents is that they just fail when it comes to their own personal finances. There's no preparation. I think real estate agents believe that things are going to improve. They're going to have enough money not just make enough money, be able to put some money away, that they will have it. It will happen. They're hopeful people. Maybe this describes you. But the fact is 88% fail when it comes to their own personal finances. So as an agent at Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty, we're going to give you a personal financial success coach at no cost to you. Right? And they're going to, these include topics on debt elimination, retirement planning, tax saving strategies. And trust me, you're going to make more money than you've ever made in your entire life. And the tax man will come wanting some of it. Okay. You're going to discover that the more money you make in this country, in most places, most free countries in the world, the more money you make, a higher percentage of it you're going to have to pay to the government. So tax saving strategies become very important for business people. And of course, lowering costs for education and insurance and other things. So in addition to the coaching, part of the financial freedom system, you're going to get your very own self-employed pension account, SEP. You may have heard of this. Maybe you have one. I don't know, but you're going to get one. Okay. And what we're going to do is we're going to cap the amount of money that the brokerage makes, okay, at $1,000 per transaction. And every dollar over that cap, over $1,000, every dollar of it, we're going to split it. Okay, half is going to go into your retirement account and half is going to go into ours. That's how it works. Okay, so yes, you get all your commission. We get paid a transaction fee from the buyers and the sellers. The brokerage does, called a brokerage services fee. Talk about that a little bit more in a minute. And we're going to cap that transaction fee and give you half of every dollar that we bring in over that is going to go right into your SEP, automatically deposited. So for example, an average sale of $250,000. Okay, the client pays the brokerage services fee at closing, 0.5%. That's $1,250. So that means 125 of that, okay, which is 50% of the 250. You see that, right? $125 going directly into your SEP. So if you're doing 4 deals a month, that's $500. We're paying directly into your self-employed pension. If you were to add just 5% of your commission income to that as well, that's an additional, okay, $1,750 or total $2,250 a month. What does that look like? Well, let's take a look. $20,000 a year into your retirement account based on the performance of these mutual funds that these SEPs are tied to. That's what you're looking at. You're going to save $5,600 a year in taxes because it's tax deductible. Contribute to a SEP is tax deductible. And this is what you're looking at. In 10 years, almost $400,000. 20 years, $1.2 million. You could easily invest $20,000 a year. Easily. It's minimum. But if your brokerage is contributing to your SEP, it can happen. So we're committed to it. All right? Committed to it. So you get that. So here's how it works. You're going to meet with your financial coach, okay, from Primerica, and get your SEP account set up, decide how much you want to contribute, if anything. We've already established what we're going to contribute to it, okay? And if you want to go beyond that, you can. Now, it doesn't stop there. If you want your team, the agents on your team, your outside sales agents, to have their own self-employed pension, no problem. We'll set them up with one. If you recruit a team leader over, okay, great. We'll contribute additional money into your self-employed pension. We'll take 5% of whatever they bring in and put it into your self-employed pension account. Okay? So retention-based system for your real estate sales team built right into the fabric of what we do. So there's 4 big uniques that we built this business on. But you know what? We're not going to stop there. Remember I told you we're going to build a real estate company that's 10 times better than anything in the industry? Okay? Well, let's look at additional systems and benefits that maybe you don't know about. For example, guaranteed offer. After all, it is Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty. So we can make an offer on anyone's home. As a matter of fact, let me tell you while you're watching this video right now, a big problem that these offer companies have. okay, like OfferPad and Open Door and these others, is that they're running around. Their model is to run out there and tell homeowners that if you want an offer on your home, we'll give you one. Okay, but you know that most homeowners do not start out as sellers. Most homeowners start out the real estate process as buyers. That's right, as buyers. They're buyers first. So they're not paying attention to getting an offer on their home because they don't even have a clue where they're going. The only people that would be interested in getting an offer on their home first would be someone who has to get rid of their house. They're in trouble. Desperate homeowners who don't want to go through the process of getting the most amount of money that they can for it because they need to go buy something else. All right? That's a very small part of the market. So, hey man, no problem. You guys have that space. There's nobody better out there at generating leads, buyer leads, than we are from our online marketing system. As a matter of fact, let's take a look at the online marketing system. You guys want to do that? Here's a summary of our online marketing system today as I'm recording this. This may change over time. Look at this thing. We have ads on Facebook lead ad pages, ads on Facebook traffic ads, ads on Facebook traffic ads linking to a landing page or property search site, reach ads, which are called now, and of course on Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, Zillow Premier Agent, know about that, the coming soon aspect of it, pay-per-click leads on Google, pay-per-click leads on Google from a landing page, so again, search site or landing page, and of course, when you put your pocket listings in there, they show up on Facebook and other media as well. So the strategy on that is to have our folks over at CP Mass, Commissions Inc., manage your Google pay-per-click. Of course, you know about being a premier agent on Zillow. That allows you to put these things in having your own coming soon accounts. Okay, and you can have them also manage it on Facebook as well, or you can use our marketing assistants or your own marketing assistant to manage all of this online marketing system for you. That's just the online marketing system. There are over 40 ways to get listings that are documented in the Platinum Millionaire Agent Business Plan. Okay, but this is just the online marketing system. Nobody, no customer, no brokerage, nobody out there can generate as many leads as we can. Okay, and why is this important? Because most of the leads that are generated are going to be buyers, a lot of them with houses to sell, because homeowners start out as a buyer first. You got it. And when you generate the buyers first and they have a house to sell, you've got them before these offer companies will ever get their hands on them or have a chance to. You've got them. So now what happens when we get a buyer that has a house to sell? Well, we're going to, if you want, you can activate this system. Every lead generated will get an offer on their home, or at least the option to get one. Okay? Every lead generated from the online marketing system, you want to go right back at them with marketing or follow-up that lets them know if they want, they can get an offer on their house. Okay, look at these options here on the screen. Would you prefer to get an offer from an investor, or would you prefer to get an offer from a buyer who wants to live in your house? Okay, which kind of offer do you want? You're not ready for an offer right now? Well, would you like to find out what you can sell your home for when you do get ready to sell it? That's it. How great is that for a follow-up system? And doesn't it make sense? Homeowners are buyers first, the majority of them, and so you get to corner the marketplace. This is a great benefit that we offer here at our real estate company. All right, next, our past client and sphere real estate investor system. See, outside of our walls in the industry, past clients are pretty much just stayed in touch with. That's the norm and standard, with nothing magical or interesting. They just stay in touch with them. All right. Our stay in touch system, so to speak, is to help our past clients in our sphere, everybody that we know, create wealth via investing in real estate. Okay. So we're going to go at all of our past clients with this system. It's written right into our listing agreements and our buyer agreements, actually, where they can opt in to be a part of this system. Okay, and you can see from this bullet point here, every client's automatically opted in. We can show you how to unlock the equity in your present home to buy up to 3 homes for the price of one, or buy 1 home a year for 20-year system, or cash flow properties in key destinations around the U.S., flips and fixer-uppers. This is free to all of our past clients in Sphere. So now they're going to come back to you and buy more real estate more often. Not everyone will do this. Let's suppose that most people don't. Who are they going to refer? Right. Why would they refer somebody to another person who doesn't know as much as you do about real estate? Of course I'm going to refer people over to you if I'm one of your past clients of Sphere, because you're trying to help me create wealth investing in real estate. You're not your friendly neighborhood. You're not just your friendly neighborhood real estate agent. Your positioning is well above that. Okay. Now, of course, you get CP Mass. This is our exclusive lead generation website, fully loaded with over 40 exclusive branded and less branded landing pages, fully customized with your brand. And all of the platinum reports are already built into it and delivered. Let me just give you a quick look at that. Okay, here's one of them, one of our agents' sites. Okay, you can see right there, your home sold guaranteed realty. So look at all the landing pages here under the sellers tab. There you go. There's all of the active landing pages. Under the buyers tab, all of the landing pages. And every one of these landing pages comes loaded. So if I click on 6 buyer mistakes, for example, if you're running an ad out there in the marketplace on the 6 buyer mistakes, you can see that when your prospect goes to that landing page, fills out the form, they automatically get the report. So all of these landing pages will be set up and customized to you. And that's probably, as you're watching this video, maybe it's already been done or in the process of being done. Okay, some of these pages should be branded and some of them should be less branded. Okay, let's look at a page, for example, that should be branded. Cash for your home. Okay, that page right there, you'd probably want to be branded. Now again, when I fill out this form and click submit, I'm going to get access to the report instantly. And guess what happens? That's right, you get the lead. You get the lead. Because behind here, if I was to log in, it would take me to the contact management system, the CRM. So the lead generation site and the C. So obviously you're going to want to get to the contact management system training. So here's how we're going to set it up for you to start with, though, is that we're going to go ahead and make sure that there's 5 customized activity plans, all right, as well as tracking and reporting, labels for tracking and reporting. Okay, so 5 activity plans. This would be the follow-up plan using the platinum materials. Okay, these are for seller prospects that aren't quite ready to list their home today. Then there's a new listing plan, a new buyer plan, and then a seller and buyer under contract plan, closing plan. Okay, tons of other additional activity plans, but those we want to make sure you get set up right away. So we're going to assist you with that. That's part of the benefits, the brokerage helping you implement by getting these things kind of going. And of course, the training will take care of the rest of it. This is a pretty pricey system right here. It's not cheap by any means. The retail cost of a Commissions Inc. platform for a single agent is right at $1,000 a month. A pro level platform is $1,500 a month. Okay. Now, neither of these platforms include or come with our materials, our landing pages, our activity plans, and our other exclusive content. When we add in our exclusive content, it's not called Commissions Inc. anymore. It's called CPMAS, and that stands for Craig Proctor Millionaire Agent System. Now, if at any time you want to upgrade to the pro level with all of our content in it, you can do that. It's $700 additional a month. Yes. All right. And that's because of our unique and exclusive relationship with this technology partner. All right. Now, how many of you are having some issues getting more things done, implemented? Okay, no problem. $50 a month. You can have one of our marketing assistants help you create pocket listings in CP Mass, post on Facebook Marketplace, put them in Zillow coming soon on Craigslist, and get them in House Talk as well. Okay. There you go for $50. If you want to run ads on Google or Facebook, you can do them for $0. There's no management fees for that. Okay, and you've probably already been connected with some of that. And if at any time you're watching this video and some of it is not things you know about, just give us a call. Start asking. It's all right here for you. This video is just to touch on a bit of what you're getting yourself into here at our company. All right, house talk. What is house talk? Well, that's that secondary sign right there. Okay, that's included here. No additional cost or fee for that. Everyday open house, something else we invented. No cost for that. And this is all designed to increase sign calls from buyers who have houses to sell. Get more listings. Okay, so that's it. Anytime you can get more buyers, you're going to get more sellers. If I was to go to the address on your house talk sign, obviously that'll probably take me to a commercial about your USP, your home sold guaranteed realty. Our name is our promise. That's going to generate more people interested in wanting to talk to you about selling their house. Okay. So our bid, that's a special system I developed during the recession. I've been through 3 documented recessions. That was enough. So we invented a system that would allow any home we listed in the recession to sell. So when you're in a marketplace where it's the reverse of a seller's market, we'll call it the buyer's market, and homes just aren't selling very well, that's when this system needs to get pulled out and implemented. Okay, our bid. Now, we're going to make it easy for you to get your agreement signed. We call them our zero resistance listing and buyer agreements. Okay, zero resistance. So what's different about these agreements? Why is it better for you? Well, they're written based on cost is only a factor in the absence of value. Most listing and buyer agreements that you use the common industry norm and standard forms, they just don't offer any value. There's no value in there. Okay, nobody ever thought that you could load up a contract with value, but you should. You should tell your clients what you're going to do for them and what they're going to get as a result of doing business with you. If you put that into your contracts, you're going to eliminate or hedge against the fee that you're asking for. Okay, so how do we know what to put in these agreements? Well, sellers want buyers, right? And buyers want sellers. So why don't we just put those things, those kinds of things into the agreements? So our agreements guarantee these things, okay? And then some. So for sellers, we have a guarantee that their home's going to sell. It's built right into the agreement. Your home's going to sell by the end of the listing date, and if it doesn't, then we'll waive the fee, sell it for free. It's right in the agreement, right? And of course, we talked about the other things in there, like opting into the real estate investor system, right? And I like this because it makes it transparent. It's better for the agents, because it separates out commissions and brokerage services. You'll see, you probably already know this if you're watching this video by now, but you've seen we've done that. There's a blank for agent commissions and there's a blank for brokerage services. 2 different things, right? This allows you to make more money. Plus, we've eliminated any mention of cooperating brokers in our listing agreements. You decide if you ever want to pay a real estate agent, but it should never be pre-decided because every listing is different, right? Okay. Now, for buyers, we're going to guarantee them access to homes from all real estate companies, regardless of commissions offered. That's what our VIP buyer system allows us to do, to get paid regardless of whatever house the buyer wants to buy. And we're going to guarantee the buyer's satisfaction. Okay, so yeah, those buyer agreements and listing agreements that we have, I call them zero resistance agreements. Right now, we will promise you that we will help you get vendors, mortgage company, title companies, home inspectors. We promise that we will help you get vendors that will pay for or cover the cost of the system 100%. I'm going to make that promise to you. But you have to perform. You have to be selling houses. But if you're selling any number of houses, there are going to be people out there that will want to partner with you and give you money to help you fund your system because they're benefiting from it. Okay, so we promise that we're going to do that. All right. Now, another great unique about our company is Dr. Ike Reichard, Chief Inspiration Officer. Okay, you know all about Ike by now. Zig Ziglar, good pal of his, co-authored books with it. John Maxwell, good pal of his. Ike is an expert in DISC and cause marketing. He is born to inspire you. He leads a Bible study and devotional that's optional for you as well. Okay, but that speaks a lot about the core of our business. But Ike's job is to help you become a better person, personally and professionally. Take advantage of it. All right. Now, most real estate companies can't have productive masterminds because the agents are scared to death to open up about things. But see, we limit the number of agents here. We limit the number of agents. It's exclusive. We can't have, dozens of agents using the same marketing system in the same neighborhood. It won't work. So we limit, because we're building a business around the system, we limit the number of agents. Other brokerages out there in the world don't have a system, so they go out and try to get as many agents as they can. Okay, you certainly understand that, right? So this allows us to have great quantum leap team leader masterminds. Mastermind designed to make quantum leaps. All right. Our monthly system workshop and CRM training I'm already touched on. A transaction coordinator. If you need help getting real estate transactions done, we have the help. We personally train VAs on our system to help you implement the system and get your contracts to close. Okay, all of these things our VAs know how to do with our system, not somebody else's system, ours. So they will help you. Okay, if you get in trouble and you want an advance on your commissions, we don't charge you any interest, zero. So be sure and ask about this. This goes to the heart and the value of our company. And we're not going to do that. So remember, this business was set up by real estate agents, not real estate brokerages, but real estate agents. Me. I don't have a broker's license. Never had one. I'm just like you. So we put together the best real estate company based on what real estate agents would want and would benefit from. Okay? And of course, we know about our cause marketing system partners, Children's Healthcare, Must Ministries. And again, this is really just following the core value of the size of the hole that you give through is directly proportionate to the size of the hole that you receive through. Okay? So whether it's a CPA or a financial or investment partner, a nutrition specialist, a legal expert, these are other services that are available exclusively to you. We have these contacts and people, same people I use. And if you sell a lot of homes, if you've got a really great business doing over 50 transactions a year, there's other bonuses and things that are thrown in, like the CTE tracking and reporting system. Okay. And above all, we don't kill any trees to do business here. Virtual, cloud-based brokerage services, paperless, electronic contract management system. So when you get onboarded, I went through the onboarding process consisting of that day-long workshop and other things, okay? And you become part of our family here at Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty. You can rest assured that the coaching doesn't stop with just getting a deal. It's about you becoming your personal and professional best on implementing the system, growing a super profitable sales team, and of course the extra faith, community service, okay, fun and recreation, health and fitness, personal finance, relationships, business goals, okay. And our culture is designed to help you implement the system, grow personally and professionally. And remember our guarantee. If you engage, you implement, and you believe, your income will go up, not by a little, but by a lot. Whatever you made in the last 12 months, when you're new here, you will make an additional $100,000 over what you made over the last 12 months. If you don't, I'll pay you the difference. You just have to implement. Again, engage, implement, and believe. You'll do it. Okay. So we believe that all of this does make us the best place to work, the best place to buy, and the best place to sell real estate in the greatest country that God allowed into existence in this planet. All right. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed today's video. And you know what we do now? That's right. We go and we serve, and we do it in a big way. Thank you for being a part of the Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty family. Those are big